Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of K3N Cloth Tales Weekly Slow Stitch 2024 Week 13 hashtag Slow Stitch with K3N. Okay, where are we at? So last week we were making small books and two-page books, one that represents the spring equinox and one that represented the summer solstice. Same fabric, one was going to be kept fresh and the other is going to be buried and then collected on the day closest to the summer solstice, that is the filming of the project. And I was well on my way to doing that. And then we got a huge dump of snow and there was no point in burying it because I didn't see it in my future to go digging through snow and then digging through dirt to put this on. So we are on the wane of the snow, and so in the meantime I was able to get both of them done, and we can do the wrapping up for the buried one, and then also work on week 13, which is, I think it's Friend de Ship Quilt Square. Okay, and we can work on that, or at least I can show you the plans. So let us get after it. So I found these 3 little bits of iron in my grocery store parking lot, just random bits, so I figured that would be a fun thing to collect. So we've got those. And then we have, what do we have? This one is the spring one, and I have spring equinox. And didn't plan on doing the little sprouts, but I thought that was quite useful to do. So that's our good one that is pretty much done. This is linen or cotton anyways, very lovely dry towel. That's the back. And then if we have the spring equinox, then we have the summer solstice. I don't like that line, which was an error on my part of where I was going to put it. And I'm thinking that it's probably going to disappear in, yeah, I've got it mostly erased anyways, but it would disappear in the dirt. There's some here as well. Planning out where to put the letters was a bit of a thing. And I might embellish it or not later on, and this is the back. So, one of the things that was interesting to me, this project is so satisfying to me on so many levels. And one of the interesting things about doing book burying is the foraging for materials that would work here. And what Catherine has access to, what anybody has access to, is going to vary by where you're at and the weather conditions that you have and what season you're in and all of that kind of stuff. So I will show you what I have. So we've got the iron, got the bits of that, got my secateurs. I'm going to sneeze, of course I am, pardon me. Pardon me, oh heavens. So, first thing I have is cedar. And this is some of the cedar under which I am going to bury this material. That I could probably just clonk, do that, and we'd be done. Likely not going to do that. I also have some sage, and sage is a fun dye material because it gets sad with iron, meaning that it gets dark. Oh, it's just so, I wish you could smell. That's really nice sage. And the last piece that I have is some buckthorn buds and branches. One of the berries is left on, not one, there are random berries left and overwintered on the bare trees, and so that's how I can identify it fairly accurately. And you probably can't tell, but there is like a little thorn that's right at the tip. Are there any of these other ones that are better? Not really. No. No, not really. So I've got a bunch of that. So I've got 3 green bits, sage, cedar, and buckthorn. We have some iron, and I also have some cotton twine to wrap it all up. So let's see where we can go here. So buckthorn will dye kind of a high green yellow. And what I want is as much, the whole plant is dyeable. So the leaves, the bark, the berries, it's all useful. Don't want that. I want the stuff that's sort of coming out. It's got some oh, this is going to be a roundup. There. Maybe not that one. What are these other 2 like? These look pretty good. I'll go for one there. Do that. This one's also good. So let's try that. There. This all smells really, really good. And then here is the cedar. I have no idea what's going to happen when we do the blending. Let's do that. Let's sort of do grouping. 2 of those. 2 of those. And I want to do that in sort of like a there. Then these little bits I think are the freshies. There. There. And then I'm just going to pop off these little bits here because I know they're going to be, or I believe they are going to be yellow, yellowy green. Oh, this smells so good. It smells like a, oh, I don't know. The inside of a rich kitchen. That's what it smells like. That's a good chunk. Put that over there. Moving this all over. Are we okay? Good enough. Okay, so this is circular. That one isn't. The sage would like the iron the most. So let's try that. There. And then, how's this going? Put that in there. Should be good enough. We're almost instantly going to fold these over. That. There. There. Oh. Do that. And if this wood works, then we're gonna have, yep, let's do something long. Oops, crash, bang. There. It's so hard to pick. I'll try that. There, okay, now we can curl. Ooh, that's exciting. Well, that was an exercise in I didn't plan enough. I need something to just hold that in place. Why don't I use these? These would be useful. There we are. Just the thing. Okay, what do I want to do? So, this is what I want to do. Tie a knot. And then pull it through there so I have a loop. Get it over the edge. There we are. That goes well. Okay. There. And what do I want to do? I want to do a half hitch. How do we do these? I go around. That's what I do. Don't think that's right. In fact, I know it's not right. Maybe it's not the right direction. Oh, wow. I feel you're yelling. I really do. Well, we're just going to do that for now. Come on. There, good enough. So that's our little bundle. And I'm gonna bury this underneath a parent tree, and I will put a rock or something over top of it, and hopefully nothing will disturb it. And we will hopefully leave it be. It will be, what's gonna be in there? There is going to be oak leaves and maple leaves, so I'm gonna say that the soil will be fairly fairly rich with tannin. Yeah, so there we are. That's our summer solstice. And now we are going to move on to our friendship quilt. And let's put that out of the way, and that out of the way, and that out of the way. And see where we're at here. So, friendship quilt, I might as well keep using this material because, why you ask? Because I have it. I went to all of that bother of getting it dyed, and there's no point in just not using it. So let's use it. So this is going to be in the background. It's a little big. There's one. Beedly boo. Just like that. Get a nice square. There. So that's going to be the background, and it might be the background. I might sew it like this so that you just see that through. Not entirely sure. A lot of thread happening. Don't need that. And fold this, get this out of the way. Then we have some of this, and this is our test number 1, which is the darkest. Oh, got a bit already kicking out. Let's start with that. And do I have the same here, or is this just stuff? This is just stuff. Golly, this is yummy. It's just yummy. Like, look at it. Ah. I can use this edge as well. This might be the better edge because it's less patterned and will be a better contrast, I think. We'll see. Okay, so now for the math portion of the show. So I want to do, let's do something in a brown. So we want to do that. That's the shape we want, I think. And I want the final size to be 2 inches by 2 inches. So if I have a 2 by 2 inch square, the final size is 2 by 2. Then I need a 1/4 inch here and a 1/4 inch here, which makes it 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And if I do that and I do all that fluffing around, I have no idea. So what did we just figure out? We figured out we need 2.5-inch strips. I suppose I can just go zipping along. More or less 2.5. Oh, one of the things that Catherine is mindful of is not everybody likes the sound of that ripping fabric. And I just went to absolute town. Now, I don't know if that ended up at 2.5. Oh, it did. All right, well, there we are. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 4. At 2.5. Just rip it. Okay, and I am going to, this is what I did last time, I think. So one of the things that is important is that if you are just going to sort of, not make it up as you go along, but if you're not going to use rotary blade and all the precision and so forth, you need to make sure that you remember which is your masterpiece so that you're always cutting against that so you don't have measurement creep. And so the way that I do that is I pin it so that I know that this is going to be the one, because as soon as I cut the second one, I will be completely confused. So that's my tip of the day. There we are. So that's 2. Three. 4. And I could do a 5th one because I need 2 for the decorative ones. There's a bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these are strips. These will not work. So I will need to take one out here, which is going to be, oops, daisy, there. That's incredibly awkward. There we are. Why didn't I just do that in the first place? Just throwing that out there. 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 Wow, that one's big. Okay, so we put all of these scraps back. That. I just want to have a look to see if that is pretty good. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I just had it off. Okay, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need 1, 2, 3. 3 of this color. Okay. That's the lighter one. That's the darker one. Okay. And ooh, we clearly edge. Clear edge. Oops, that's going to be down a little bit flatter. It's about 2.5. I should have used this. Yep, that works. This works. Oh, I did it again. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll just fold it back. Our folds are changing. That's okay. Means we're using it up. There. Now we have some philosophical questions that we have. One is, what do I do with that end? I don't like it. I don't like it. So that's the up end. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Or this end. This end maybe. Oh, I can hardly wait until we can do some dyeing. Not like I don't have enough material that I can use, but it's always fun to do. I love the reveal. I love the unfolding and unwrapping to see what has happened in the process. One. Two. Three. Here we are. Nice little bit left. Feel like I should keep these in some kind of spot because I am going to throw it out there that we're going to go, oh, you know what? I need a little bit of scrap of something. And this will be our little scraps, or at least they will contribute to the scrappiness. There we are. So now what do we have? So we have 1, 2, yep, 3, 4, and the halvesies. Haha. Will be the halvesies. Figure that out, and then we'll plunk that down there, and then these other two will work with these two. Okay, so we should be good. So I am going to take this offline, do the sewing, and we'll see all of y'all back next week to see how this turned out. And I will go bury this in the backyard like a dog bone. Anyways, that is all for now. Thank you as always for being with me and helping me along this great journey. Take the best care of yourself and stay out of trouble, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.